Alright guys, well, Liverpool target Virgil Van Dijk is set to return from injury this evening with Southampton under 23s. I think he's been out injured since January with a serious ankle problem. He's been training on his own, as you will know, as a result of the fallout between Liverpool and Southampton. Obviously Liverpool wanted him and he wanted Liverpool, but Southampton, you know, dug in and refused to do business with us. Liverpool, you know, will continue to try and sign the lad in January, fingers crossed, because I think it was evident at the weekend that we really needed him. Juventus were linked with him yesterday, I think it was. I'm not too sure I'd pay too much attention to that. There's obviously a host of clubs interested in him. We know that Chelsea were heavily linked, as were Manchester City, but the lad seemed to have his heart set on Liverpool. And I do feel a bit for him, you know, that he didn't get that transfer. However, you know, there's also a part of me, I don't like players that strop and sulk. You know, we're quite happy to have a go at Coutinho, but we expect, you know, it's all right for someone else to do it if we want them. So you've got to understand that the Southampton fans, supporters will be a bit upset with him. But it'll be interesting to see how he gets reintegrated into that squad. Now, you know, see how he does with this game tonight. So you might want to listen out for that. There were some quotes circulating yesterday, I think it was. Was it yesterday? Yesterday or today? This journalist, Ian McGarry, I think it is, he said that, you know, about Liverpool being Van Dijk's first choice. He said he spoke to a close friend of his, and Van Dijk definitely believed his deal to Liverpool was all agreed in terms of his personal terms, in terms of this transfer window that's just closed. I think the takeover of Southampton Football Club, I say takeover, but the investment in Southampton Football Club had a negative effect from Van Dijk's point of view. They no longer wanted or needed the money that they would get from selling him to Liverpool for about 55 million. Whether that backfires on them in regard to the player's performance, we'll have to wait and see, as he's not featured yet. But I go back to the original point that Van Dijk has a good chance of moving in January, where I would say Sanchez and Coutinho don't. So let me know your thoughts on that, guys. Do you think that we have a chance of signing him in January, or will Southampton do the same again? I mean, the January transfer window is a lot more difficult to negotiate than the summer transfer window. I'm a bit concerned, as I said in a previous video, that the manager focused everything on this one centre-back, didn't have a plan B for another centre-back, and the thought of us you know, putting all our faith in Klavan, for example, it doesn't really fill me with much confidence. So let me know your thoughts. We'll see what happens with him at Southampton, and I can't believe we're already talking about the January transfer window, but that's this beautiful game for you. Alright guys, let me know what you think about the lad, as to whether you think we'll eventually get him, and if not, what centre-backs out there do you think that we should be looking at?